I'm getting the signal. I got the signal. You're on. Good morning. Welcome to the modern service at First United Methodist Church, Plano, Texas. Glad that you're here this morning. Welcome. Welcome if you're watching online. Welcome here in the space, in our chapel space. As I light this candle, this is a representation that I say every week of the light of Christ. And it's really appropriate for the service today, because today we're going to be focusing on talking about hope and the importance of hope. So as I light this candle, it's a reminder that the light of Christ is here with us, that the light of Christ is within us. And if you're at home and you want to, it's a little tricky to do one-handed, and you want to light a candle at home to sanctify your space as a symbol of the light of Christ in your own home, do that. I encourage you to do that. If you're here this morning, if you will register, you can do it on paper. There's papers in the back that you can drop into the little box. Or you can do it online if you have an account on Realm, and you can do that at home as well. Or you can just comment on the feed and let us know that you're watching. So it's a weird week this week. I had a major tech issue that had nothing to do with me, and I couldn't make the announcement video this week because the software wouldn't work at all, and that's the end of that story. If you want to hear the rest of it, I'll tell you later, but I'll tell you it's not that interesting. But I do have, except to say that's what happened, but I do have the announcements here in my pocket, old school, and it still works this way, so I want to share those with you as we get started this morning. But before I do that, let me say something that I try to remember to say every week that I think is important, and that's this. If you hear nothing else today, know that you are loved, that you have purpose, that you have value, and that there's a place for you. So here's some announcements. This Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. We're going to have a service at 7 p.m. in our sanctuary, so we invite you to come and be a part of that. Family Promise is a ministry that offers help for people who are experiencing homelessness, families who are experiencing homelessness, and they do a lot of good work, and we are part of that, and you can help support that by donating meals, gas cards, or gift cards. And you can bring those here to the church. I think there's a way you can even give online, so please do that. If you go down to the gathering area, which is down at the end of this hallway, the grand hallway, as I was told it's called, there is a bunny box. Now, if you're not sure what a bunny box looks like, I can promise you if you walk down into the gathering area, there's just one. And you're going to immediately go, oh, that's the bunny box. You say, well, what in the world do we do with the bunny box? Well, we have literally thousands of eggs that we're going to use for our Easter extravaganza that we do every year, and we get kids from all over hundreds and hundreds of kids from all over the community that come to this event. We need something to go inside those eggs so that the kids don't open up an empty egg. And what goes inside an Easter egg? Candy. But we need special kind of candy. Specifically, it needs to be wrapped, they need to be individual pieces, and they cannot have nuts in them. So those are your guidelines. But there's lots of candy that meets those guidelines. If you will bring those up to the church, you can drop those in the bunny box down in the gathering area. We appreciate that. In 2 weeks from today, we're going to have an outdoor concert, and it'll also be our second Sunday supper. It's only $5 to come and get dinner, and the concert will be led by these folks behind me here. And as you share with folks about this, this is what I told the band. I want this to feel like a party, right? So we're not doing a worship set. We're not doing worship songs. There's nothing wrong with worship songs. We do them every week. But this is going to be different. This is outside. We want you to have a good time. So we're going to be playing a whole range of music, everything from stuff from the 60s all the way up to today, so that you can bring your friends, your family. It'll be family friendly. And we want you to come and be a part of that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And that will be on March the 13th, which is 2 weeks from today. And last announcement comes from our Minister to Youth and Families, which is Sarah Henson. She's going to come and tell you about something that's happening on Tuesday night.
Yes, so this Tuesday is Mardi Gras, and it's Oh, it's Fat Tuesday. So we are going to be having a dinner up here at the church. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. It's a Mardi Gras theme, so we'll have rice and beans, and we'll have Cajun chicken. It's only $10 a plate, and all of it will go towards our youth mission trip this summer to Southern Colorado for our middle schoolers and high schoolers. It's going to be come and go as well, so if you want to come grab some food and go, if you want to stay for the whole 2 hours, you can also take the food to go if you don't want to stay at all. We'll have Mardi Gras music playing. We're also going to have live music playing. We'll have beads and king cake. You won't have to do dishes. You can just come get dinner. And it'll start our Lenten season off on a great note. So I invite you all to come and support our youth.
Thank you, Sarah. So as we begin our time of worship this morning, I want to welcome back Tom Geddes, who's been playing with us. And I want to welcome, go ahead. Tell Tom thank you for being here. That's good. And I also want to welcome Addie Hicks, who's one of our youth, and she's going to be singing this morning as well. We're glad that she's here. She has a really cool song that she's going to be singing here in a few minutes that's called Hope. What better song for a Sunday about hope? Now, what y'all don't know is that Chris got really excited and wanted to go on and play the second song. Is what just musically happened. And that was really cool. And I just called him straight out on it is what happened because, we're friends. As we get to worship this morning, the first song that we're going to sing is a reminder to us that as we build our life upon the grace and the love of Christ, that we find hope in that relationship. Will you stand with me? Let's worship together. Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Oh, we live for you. Sing holy. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes in wonder and show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around me. Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy